Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new live with Shelly James. I am so excited to be back. I have been gone for a month. It seems like longer, but I am thrilled to be back on here with you all. So if you come on and are joining me, please give me a quick comment. I'm live on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. So if you're out there, say hello. Let me know you're there. Hi, Pat. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Rita. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Kim. Welcome back, stranger. I hope I'm not too strange. I have been, oh my gosh, traveling. Went to watch our kids, our son and his wife, do an Ironman in Houston. That was quite the experience, and couldn't be any more prouder than I am of the two of them and their accomplishments with that. They are amazing athletes, doing something I could never ever imagine in my life doing. So I'm super proud of them, and that was a really fun thing to witness and experience. And if you know anyone who does that, go pat them on the back and give them a big hug because they work so hard to do things like that. And then we went to New Orleans. That was a fun trip. Never been to New Orleans before, so that was really cool. Got a chance to see some really good jazz music, some really amazing sights. Went to the Garden District, saw the Mississippi riverboats, listened to the carillon, all sorts of fun stuff. Of course, tried to eat some beignets and had a really good time there. And then back home we came, and a day later we went to the all new Epic Universe Park, which is incredible. So if you are a theme park person like I am, you are going to be blown away by that park. Then we had family come visit, had my sister-in-law and my niece come visit, went and saw more family in Bradenton and had a great time with them at Universal, did some park things, did some fun things with family. And then they left, and a day later, my sister and her husband and her grandson came to visit. And how much fun was that? Taking a 5-year-old to Magic Kingdom and the beach and Kennedy Space Center to see the rockets. And we just had a ball. But boy, oh boy, was I tired by the time all of that was over. Our last trip to the airport, my husband and I are driving back going, phew, we made it. So it was a great time, and I'm grateful for everyone who visited and spent time with us. But I'm really glad to be back on normal ground, in my groove. Spent the week getting back into things, getting stuff back up and moving on my social media accounts, getting my projects ready for June classes that I'm going to share with you all tonight, and getting all that stuff done. So it was really nice, and working with Miss Donna Dewberry to prepare for our upcoming convention. So that's exciting too. And if you are not signed up for One Stroke Convention, what are you waiting for? It is a chance of a lifetime for a lot of people to come and be with other painters who love one stroke painting, who love Donna and her family, and spend 4 days with them, just painting, 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 and having a wonderful time with like-minded people and like-skilled people and building relationships and having fun. So if you are on the fence about that, or you still haven't decided, onestroke.com, go check under conventions and sign up today so you don't miss out. Okay. All right. So hi, Miss Leanne. About time you're back. I'm ready. I'm ready to be back. Hi, Miss Joy. I missed you too. Hi, Debbie. Hello. So my viewers on Facebook, and then all of you on, yeah, you're a weirdo. Thanks, Kim. Lorene, thank you. I missed you too. Hi, Christy. Hi, Veronica. Elaine, happy to see you back, and you look rested. Good, thank you. I'm glad. I am rested. I definitely got lots of sleep. Oh, and I mixed in a cold in there while I was at it, so that was fun. Trying to not have a cold while I'm trying to entertain guests and stuff, so that was a hoot. Hi, Janet. Lois from Nebraska, hello. And I worked on that for a little bit, installing the staging. I don't know what you're talking about. Something I talked about. Now I don't know what it was. So hello, Della. I look sunburned. No, I'm not sunburned, just tan. But I'm in Florida, so we're in the sun a lot, and we do our best to wear sunscreen and not get burned. But I definitely got a tan going, that's for sure. So, but thank you. And hi, Miss Kim. Wonderful, Kim McCutcheon. Happy to have all of you on. Oh, Epic. You went for Epic installing the staging. Oh, you worked on it. Oh, wow. Oh, that's cool. So maybe you got to go and check it out before everybody else did. That's awesome. How fun. All right, I'm jealous. Well, it is incredible. And I have to tell you my favorite part of it. And I'm a Harry Potter fan, but the Isle of Berk and Toothless the Dragon is just so darn cool. He is a lifelike robotic dragon. He's just amazing. He flies and you get to see him and it's just very cool. Anyway, I can go on, but I won't. All right, so I have to say thank you to all of you for supporting my YouTube channel. For those of you who have been, we are getting so darn close to being fully monetized on that channel. I can't stand it. So I'm within 700 watch hours. And so for those of you who have been turning me on and letting me run in your house with my voice going, I'm sorry, but thank you. Really appreciate it. So I have just an ask for those of you who have been following me and sharing me. Please continue to share all the links that I put up on my Facebook page, that link to my YouTube channel for my various videos and shorts that I do. If you would please share those on your social media and help me out, I would very much appreciate it. So I'm putting together a thought on a reward system for all of you who are doing that. So there may be a prize in the future, a gift for those of you who do that. So stay tuned with that. It might come up next week. I'm still working on it up here. So I'll get back to you on that one, but I appreciate it so much that you've been supporting me. So I've got my latest demos that are still dropping every Thursday. So if you missed this, and now Facebook doesn't keep the videos for more than 30 days. So if you're a Facebook person and you didn't get a chance to see some of the things I did 30 days ago, you can still watch it on YouTube. And I'm now still dropping just the demo pieces on Thursdays too. So you get to see those as well. So make sure you go check those out. And if you like any of the videos, everything you're seeing on YouTube, as long as you're not watching on your TV, give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. So any videos that you watch that you'd like, if you don't like them, give me a thumbs down. That's fine. And I appreciate the feedback. If you give me a thumbs down, give me a comment. Let me know what it is you didn't like about it that you think you'd like to see me do better. I know I get a thumbs down on just about every short I do, but the person doesn't bother to make a comment. So I don't know what it is you want. Anyway, so I have Paintabilities, right? Paintabilities is the free Monday lessons coming up at noon on Mondays. And I got brand new coming out this Monday. And I'm going to show you what it is. And you're going to go want to watch it. Okay. So this is just a little 8x10 canvas, but we're doing this pretty urn full of flowers sitting on this kind of Greek pedestal with a column in the background. And we do this in 40 minutes. Really quick and simple, but it's a lot of fun. So imagine this on a bigger canvas. How pretty would that be with lots more detail on those flowers, or a greeting card, or something you want to give as a gift to a friend and you don't want to have to spend a ton of time doing it. That's the project for you. So those are free lessons every Monday at noon. They drop on Paintabilities on my YouTube channel. So make sure you're going and checking those out. And if you like it, give me a thumbs up. Okay. If you're watching on TV, go get on your other media devices and get onto my YouTube channel and thumbs up there. You can't do it on the TV, I know, but you can do it on your social media devices on the app, YouTube app. So let's see. I'll do it for free. Yeah, I would work at Disney or Epcot to do kind of stuff for free. Hello, Pam Polfleet and Christy Locklear. Pat, you like that painting, huh? It's a pretty fun one. Quick and easy. Go check it out Monday. All right, so we have, that is the theme for this month in May. So I have just this one. The previous one I did, if you didn't see it, I have it right here. It's all about flowers in containers. So this was the one I did a couple weeks ago. Little ocean scene. It's an AI generated image, little ocean scene in the window. And then you got that pretty little pot of poppies on that window ledge. So if you didn't see this one, go check it out. And then this one coming up Monday is the urn on the pillar, right? And those two, again, would make beautiful paintings even larger if you're into painting bigger, okay? All right, so June project classes. Just to share with you, I want to come and show you what I've been working on this week. Got them done real quick. I shared them with Miss Donna Dewberry, and she's like, "Holy heck, how did you paint those so fast?" Because she's been keeping me busy this week too. Yes, paintability is even on this Monday holiday because it's pre-recorded, guys. So I just put them up. I finished it 2 days ago and put it up. So it's pre-recorded, and the holidays don't matter. And I'm not saying Memorial Day doesn't matter. I'm just saying it goes up holiday or no. Okay. Definitely are wanting to honor our fallen heroes for this holiday, this Memorial Day holiday. Okay. So thank you, Laura Lee and Joy. All right, so you guys ready? So this is for June. I got 2 paintings for June, as always. And they are done. These ones I painted on 18 by 24 inch flat panel canvases. The one I did on purpose that way. The other one is because I just had 2 of them, so I wanted to use them both. So we're going to be doing these on 12 by 16s, but they look pretty amazing big. So this is the first one. All right. I seem to be on a windows and potted flowers theme. Can you tell? All right. So this is bouquet in a corner window. So you've got a corner it's sitting in. So you're going to learn how to get those angles, right? You get a pattern, so don't stress that. And then you got the view out the window. You have the shadow. Sorry, it's opposite. You have the shadows, right? So you're learning how to get those shadows and angles correct as they come in the window and down onto the floor. We've got this beautiful bouquet of flowers, all different kinds of colors, something for everyone. And this pretty ceramic pot that it's in, or urn. Okay, so this is June 3rd. So this is coming up quick, all right, in a couple weeks, 7 to 9 p.m. As always, $30 for the class, all right? So that's June 3rd. Then we have this next one. And for those of you who have the super thick paint, the new super thick acrylic paint from Plaid, we're using that for this. Or you can use the regular multi-surface acrylic paint mixed in with the modeling paste, okay? Or if you don't want to do either of those, you can just use the multi-surface acrylic by itself. I'm not going to tell you what you have to do. I'm just going to show you how awesome it looks when you get that super thick paint with a palette knife. We're going to learn how to use that palette knife. And you're going to scrape this over and you're going to get texture and you're going to get all kinds of cool looks with the stucco and different colors. You can blend with the super thick paint. And so we've got this vine of roses coming down over this beautiful blue wall and window. And there's a pot of flowers in the window. So you can learn how to get all that in there. And again, everybody gets a pattern. All right, so you don't have to stress over the lines and angles. And so this is June 10th, okay? June 10th from 7 to 9 p.m., $30. And we're doing this on a flat panel canvas because when you're working with the palette knives and you've got a framed canvas, it leaves lines when you press a lot of times. And so I get much more success on wood or on these flat panel canvases. So that's this one, June 10th. And so get both of these for $52. So you're going to save if you sign up for both. Okay. Now, if you want to sign up, you can do so here. You can leave your email or you can private message me your email and ask for an invoice. Or the preferred method is it's already set up on my website, michellemybelledesigns.com. There's a link right here on this page taking you right to it. Look under Learn to Paint, Classes, and sign up. There's the dual, both classes, product listing there for $52 if you want both of them. Or if there's a specific single class you want, sign up for the individual single class. Okay. I'm also listing a paint kit on the dual class, the both classes, for multi-surface, not for the super thick. If you want the super thick, it's sold as a complete set of all the colors through onestroke.com. So if you have it already and you're looking to use those paints and want to learn how to use them more, this is the class for you. Okay. But the paint kit, if you want to get the full paint of multi-surface colors for both classes, that's in addition to the super thick, the colors that we're using. There is on that website product page for the both classes listing, there is a link to get that full kit. Okay, it's 19 colors plus, no, 18 colors plus a floating medium. I think it's $45, but don't quote me. I didn't write it down, my fault. So go check it out. Or if you want me to send you the information, I can send you the information. So I hope you are excited about those classes. I am really excited about them. I was super happy the way they turned out, and I'm looking forward to teaching them all to all of you. So go check those out and sign up if you want. First class is June 3rd. And remember, if you can't make the class, right, you can always get the recording. It's all done on Zoom, so you get a recording sent to you afterwards. I always process my recordings into a downloadable video with a beginning and ending, with the picture, with the music, intro, all that kind of stuff. So it's all pro and set and ready to go. And you get a downloadable link from my Google Drive to save it locally and keep it forever. So watch as often as you like. Okay, so let's see. Anxious to see. Hobby Lobbies sell them too. Oh, the super thick paint. That's good to know. Love it. You want both classes. All right, my Brenda. A girl. Dive right in. So awesome, awesome. Okay. So hi, Kathy Randolph. Thank you for Thank you for joining. And Ruby's, Leanne's got Ruby on overnight on the 3rd. So Ruby Tuesday with the bonus. So Kim, yes, I can sign you up for both if you like, Kim. If you don't want to go to the website, I will send you an invoice. So I just, and I have your email. So yes, I will take care of you. Let me write you down because I don't always get to see the chats after the lives on YouTube. So I will add you. Gotcha. Okay, so now remember, you guys need to be commenting, except for talking about my hair. Don't talk about my hair. You need to be commenting on these because I do the drawings every night when I'm done doing my demo. I do a drawing for a free downloadable video lesson. Oh, and by the way, the tulips and the peonies are now up on my website. So if you missed those in April, you can go purchase those. They're up on the website individually if you would like. So again, MichelleMybelleDesigns.com. So, okay, let's get to tonight's demo. So today's demo is all about, let me say this again. Today's demo is, what is it? I wrote it down here. Oh my gosh, Lily of the Valley. Okay, today's demo is Lilies of the Valley. And so I want to share with you two different looks of these painted flowers. And I'm going to go ahead and get overhead so we can get going on this, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. There we go. All right, so back in 2006, that was a minute ago, Donna put out a book. Miss Donna Dewberry put out a book called Painting Fabulous Flowers, and in it she did a Lily of the Valley. And it's done in green tones. So the accent colors to help the lilies show against a lighter background are done with side loads of green. And so I went and looked at the A to Z kit that she has for Lily of the Valley, and very similarly done, but she used gray. Now, gray looks nice, but it's not my favorite on this. I like the green. And I think when you see a Lily of the Valley, you do see a little bit of green tone in those flower petals. So I'm going to do it that way. But just know if you have the A to Z kit, you've got this right in front of you. You can work along with me, okay? So let's set that up there. And so this is what we are painting tonight. Right, Oops. Come back, come back. Sorry, it went blurry. There we go. Okay, so this is what we are painting tonight. This is my sample. And the colors we are working with are very basic. 2 greens and a white and some floating medium. So we've got wicker white, citrus green thicket, and some floating medium. All right. Now I'm going to be using a 16 flat. So the design I'm going to paint is just a little bit smaller than this. This was done with a 3/4 inch flat and bigger brush for, I think it was a 10 flat for the lilies. I'm going to go with something just a little bit smaller tonight, and hopefully that will still be pleasing. So let's do this and that. All right, so we start with a 16 flat. Get that damp. And we're going to double load this with the 2 greens. All right, so we're just going to come right between and split the brush and get both dark and light green. And a large amount of it on there because we're doing big leaves. All right, and then we're going to get some medium, work that in. So I want you to see how much paint. This is a lot of paint because we got a long way to go. But I'm going to show you what's going to happen because I'm on paper. A little more medium. All right. It's going to, most likely, it's going to kind of skip and sputter on me because I'm on paper and I just can't get enough paint on my brush for that. But first thing I want to do is let's do the branch, the stem, for our lilies so they hang out. So it's just a chisel edge stroke, leading with the dark, pulling the light green behind. All right, and then we're going to come right in here. I'm going to get down a little bit closer. We're going to come right in here with the dark to the outside. We're going to press down hard, give it a little lift and a press, and stand up to the chisel. Okay, a little bit of a glare there. There you go. Now we want to come back the other way. And so I want to get a little more paint on that back side of my brush. And let's come back up to the tip. We're going to reverse direction, press, lift, and press, stand back to the chisel. Okay, so that's our leaf. Now we got a little bit of a ridge right in here. We can go ahead and kind of stroke that out and maybe even give this a little smoothing stroke in here. Press, and stand up. That's better. Okay. Then chisel edge, we can come right up the center. I don't have any dark, so let's come back and get some thicket. And there we go. All right, so that's the leaf. We're going to do 2 more of those. Let's come here and we'll spray it out just a little more right through here. Push, lift, push, leave a little curve and stand up. Okay, fresh paint, come back, chisel, push, and twist with those fingers, the brush handle coming in. Okay, so again, I want to do a little smoothing stroke right in here just to kind of pick up some of that heavy paint in the middle. Right, we can come right back through here and restroke there. All right, so I remember my grandmother growing these in her little cottage garden she had outside of her breezeway as I was growing up. And they were a lot of leaves, and then these pretty little white flower bells would just pop up out of them. And they do smell heavenly. All right, so last leaf we're going to do, let's come right up here. And we're going to spread this out, hand in the way, spread it out. Tip, reverse, more paint. On paper, more paint. Push, lift, push, and twist with the brush in your fingers, stand up. Okay. There we go. All right, so that's the leaves. They're just real simple to do, big leaves. I'll go ahead and clean my brush. So I figured this was a timely flower for this time of year. They're starting to pop out. All right, so now what we want is our script liner. And we need to put the little stems that come off the main stem that hold the flowers. So I'm going to go ahead and get some water and get inky citrus green and then streak through a little bit of thicket. Okay. All right, now I found the easiest way is to actually pull the stroke from down, back up, and attach to the stem. You get just a little more thicket on there. All right, and these are going to hang over each other, so up, down, and stem. And do some that stick out not as far, some that stick out more. Do as many as you like. I'm just gonna, I think I'm gonna do about 5. Just because once you see 1 or 2, you kind of get the idea, right? All right, and we'll do one more right here, comes up and down. Okay. They don't grow, unfortunately, these don't grow down here in Florida because it's just too darn hot. Just like hostas don't seem to grow very well either, and I miss those because those are a nice green add to a garden. All right, so now I have a 6 flat, loading it with just white. All right, lots of white. I'm going to come and side stroke just a little bit of thicket. Grab more white and side load thicket. Okay, so let's come, whoops, sorry. Let's come down a little bit closer here because these are small strokes. All right, so we need a bell shape first. Okay, so we're going to come from below and come up, make a curve, and come back down. Okay, so that dark is on the top or outside. That dark green, just a little tint to help create that shape. All right, now we're going to come from the top of the bell and then we're going to twist with the green out and create little points. Little petals here and there. And then let's come back here, there. Okay, so this is the back row, right? And then we're going to come from out here, up, down, down. I need a little stronger green. Up, down, down, down. And then we can come back up into that bell. All right, so we can take the white corner, get a little more of that green, come around that outside, and just kind of smooth it out and come back. A little more white. Now that's, to me, just a little too much green, so I'm going to come in and put more white in here. There we go. So you should see the 2 different layers. Let's do another one. Get all white. All right, and we'll come and do our bell. So we're going to do an all white bell on this one. Okay, get our bell shape. Then you're going to side, with white, you're going to side stroke a little bit of that green. And we're going to come out here, make the point, come up, make a point, come up, a little bit more green, a point, come up, and then let's come out here and stand up. Okay, now let's go with a lighter green on top. So the darker was in the back. So what we're going to do now is I wiped off, I'm reloading with white. I'm going to side stroke the citrus green. Give you a little bit different look here. Okay, so here we're going to come down, make that little point, up, up, up. We'll come out here and then stand up. So cute little points out. And then we can take our white corner and pull that white from the bell out into those points. Okay, so can you see those? So more white. Do another one up here to get all white. Bell shape. Now we can overlap. It looks more natural if you overlap, so they're not all stilted away from each other. Okay, let's get that dark green again. And we'll come here, point, pull it back, point, pull it back. This little 6 flat. And you're going to change the size of your flat depending on how big everything else is, right? These are tiny little flowers on here, so you don't want a real big flower. I'm going to come back now because that pale green looked pretty, but it's not showing up. There we go. That's better. All right, then we're going to do our front layer. And you don't have to do the 2 layers on every single one because maybe some of them are tipped back or forward, I guess it would be, and you're not seeing all those points. But all right, so wipe off, get your white. We'll just do a couple more. All right, so my tip is right here. And the further down we go, maybe the more mature they are, the bigger they might be. So make your bell shape. Then come get more white. Side stroke the thicket. Point. Remember, with this type of painting, one-stroke painting, you don't like a stroke, you just stroke right over it. You can almost always correct by doing that. So don't feel like just because you put the paint down that you're stuck with it, okay? If you don't like the stroke, stroke over it. All right, so here, let's spray out a little more on this one. And we'll come here, there, very subtle. And we'll spray out on this one as well. Okay. And then to finish up, we'll do one more right down here. Make your bell shape. Get your white, green, and this one we're going to have so it's tipped and you're just going to see the one layer. All right, so let me wipe off and get just solid white, and we'll come right in here and pull that down into those points. Okay, now the last thing I want to do, pull that white into each of these. There. Okay, now you see those points a little better. And the last thing I want to do is, I know I said that a second ago and I didn't say it, just side load just a little bit of this green. And right up here, let's do just a little dark on top. Right, to give that rounded, shaded shape to the bell. Pull the white down. Rounded top, white corner. Okay, now we want to come back to our script liner, and we're going to get that citrus green and a little bit of thicket, and we're going to grab the tops of these. Right there. And pull them back into that stem. So right here, make a little upside down daisy stroke, pulling it back, grabbing the top of each one of these flowers. So this one's barely visible. And right here. Now this one I'm going to bring down just a little more. Remember, this was the one that was tilted, so you're only seeing one side. So let's emphasize that by grabbing it a little further down. Okay? And there you go. So let's get some inky thicket, or whatever color this ends up being. Let me wipe that off. I need water. There we go. And sign it. And there are your beautiful spring lilies of the valley. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed that demo. It was a quick one, but they're a fun little flower to do. And I think I've even seen some in nature that have tints of pink to them as well. So, you know, you just never know. So let's come back up here. Here we go. All right. And remember, in your A to Z, if you have the A to Z flower kit from Donna, then you have the gray tone ones, which either is fine. It just didn't look good to me. Not, I don't mean to say it that way. It just wasn't the color that I wanted to do. Okay. All right. So let's come and let's look at our comments, and we'll do our drawing. Where did I put my pencil? Oh, it scooted under. There it is. All right. So if you've been commenting, and let me just make sure I didn't have any questions I missed. Thank you, Miss Brenda. Black would be nice. Oh, you mean black instead of gray on the flowers? Maybe. I'm not so sure. You'd have to really work that in to get it a very light gray, but you could try it. If I were doing this on a white canvas, what would you suggest as a background color? So any pale pastel background color would look good with, I think, a spring flower. That would be the tone I would want to set. Maybe that's what Curtis, you were answering her saying I would say gray or black. And said, okay, so you guys are talking. Sorry, you answered your question. You don't need me. All right. So Brenda, okay. All right. I think that was all the questions that I stopped. We stopped using Lily of the Valley in our bridal bouquets because it didn't hold up. Yeah, they don't when they're picked and they are not getting their feed and their water. They fade pretty quick. So, all right. Sorry, I'm just making sure I answer all your questions. I think I got them all. All right. So I hope you'll give that a try. It's a fun little flower to paint. Doesn't take too much practice, but it does look pretty and it's very delicate. I might be incorporating that into some of my bouquet paintings that I'm going to be doing. So who knows? All right, so let's go ahead and do our drawings. I'm going to go ahead and do first the comments on Facebook. So 1, 2, 3, and we have Donna Lee D'Amico. So Donna, the thing is you get a free downloadable video lesson valued at $39 or less. You want to go to michellemybelledesigns.com, look under Learn to Paint and Downloadable Videos. Select whatever class it is you'd like, and then message or email me back letting me know what it is that you want, and I'll make sure you get it. All right, so congratulations, Donna Lee. And on our YouTube group, let's see what we got here. 1, 2, 3, and we got Christy Locklear. Congratulations, Christy. I don't think you've won in a while. So same thing for you, Christy, $39 or less on my website. And just message me or email me and I will get you hooked up. Okay. All right. So just a real quick recap before I go. I just want to show these paintings one more time for those of you who may have joined late. Let me just come back down to the bottom of my comments so I don't miss anything. All right, so we have the 2 classes coming up very quickly in June. June 3rd is the bouquet in the corner by the window. All right, so our corner bouquet. And maybe we'll throw some lilies of the valley in there. I don't know. We've got lots of different flowers in your pretty yellows, blues, purples, pinks, peaches, and reds. So this one is June 3rd, 7 to 9 p.m. on Zoom, as always, $30. And then this one using the super thick or paste, whichever one you like, or neither if you prefer not to. And this is our rose vine window. This is June 10th, again, 7 to 9 p.m. And if you want both, they're both either $30 a piece or you get them together for $52. If you want me to invoice you, just leave me a message here and your email, or private message me your email and I will send an invoice to you on Square. Or if you prefer, you can go to my website, michellemybelledesigns.com, learn to paint, classes, sign up there. Okay. All right, guys. Well, I am so thrilled to be back, and tonight was a lot of fun for me. I got a lot of cobwebs out, and hopefully you bared with me and all was good. Hi, Miss Julie Motley. Thanks for joining. So I will be back on next Saturday night, and I will show you, because I've already got it done, what we will be doing. This one's a fan favorite. So Stargazer Lily. All right, we're going to be doing that one next Saturday. So come back and join me live right here on Facebook or YouTube channel. And we will see you at 8 o'clock Eastern time next Saturday. Be watching for those paintabilities lessons. Make sure you're liking, subscribing, ringing the bell so you get notified on my YouTube channel. And give me a thumbs up here on the live if you enjoyed the class. All right. Thanks so much. And we'll see you guys all again next Saturday. Take care. Bye-bye.